This is a plot of the heavens zodiacally with all the planets. But not only that, it is an eclipse predictor. Now, I didn't invent that. This is something that was created by Robin Heath. So I'm not taking the credit for that. It's basically based around Stonehenge and the Aubrey holes, because there are 56, and if they're marked and if certain things are moved daily or at certain periods of time, then you can predict when eclipses are. Right, so what we have is the moon's nodes there and there, marked with those shorter sticks. And what the moon's nodes are the points where the moon crosses the ecliptic. Now, whenever the sun, which is that one, or the moon, which is that one, come within two spaces either side of those markers, either close to each other or opposite each other, then there will be an eclipse. Now, I have been using this for 25 years and it works. You move the moon 2 spaces every day, and then when it passes the sun, you move it. You don't count the space the sun's in. Yeah, so effectively you move it 3 spaces. The sun moves different to that. There's another marker there and some more holes. Now what they are spaced at 7 and 6. And you move that marker daily. And every time it goes back to the top one on the other side, so you go down the 7, and on the 8th day, you rest. Now, on the 8th day, you then move the sun another space. And then you go for another 6 days, and then you then move the sun another space. So it's based on the cycle of... And so what I then did is I've put Stonehenge in the centre, and around the outer line, the outer of the 56 holes, I've done it kind of the opposite, although the 56 are outside the equivalent of my Stonehenge. I've put the holes for the planets to go around, and what that is here. I think I've done it in 2.5 degrees because that was the closest I could get to make them work by drilling, basically. And you can see some of the symbols of the planets are written on the around it. And that I have to use an ephemeris to move the planets. So all these other ones are the planets, including Chiron, and I move that daily, weekly, monthly, according to whenever it needs moving. Now, the one interesting thing is that while I've been doing this, I suddenly noticed that it wasn't fitting totally since about 2011. And I thought, that's a bit odd. What's going on here? And I thought it was me, so I made a conscious effort to make sure I moved it every day. Anyway, this was going on after a couple of years. And then I saw someone, and they were saying that from where they lived, and I can corroborate this because I used to watch the sun move along the sky when it set. You know, it reaches a point and then it moves back again. You know, there's only so far northwest it can go before it goes the other way. And I watched this, so I know about it. And they said that they believed that where they lived, the sun has moved slightly because it doesn't set in the same pattern. And then I came across something that NASA had said about how the 2011 Japan earthquake tsunami thing had moved the Earth slightly in its axis, which would correspond to the moon's nodes being slightly different from when viewed from the Earth, and you know, everything else when viewed from the Earth, it's going to be slightly different, isn't it? That's just something I've found out through being a man who works in nature full time, doesn't see anybody, doesn't watch the news, and moves the planets once a day regularly for 25 years. Anyway, I hope you find that interesting, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Ta-da.